Hello, my name is Davin, and I will be hosting the Roswell Rundown today. Today we have,
Munoz, Assistant Principal, Roswell High School.
for the first question, what are some responsibilities you have?
Same as all the other assistant principals, but with one big one added. It is the school testing coordinator. So all of the state mandated testing and any testing that needs to be done at Roswell High School. That is one of my main responsibilities, along with all the duties that come as being an assistant principal also.
Are there any challenges with that?
Being from first year, the whole year's a challenge right now. Learning testing, learning as I go. But it's been great. I'm really liking it a lot. I love it actually. And the biggest challenge is just trying to learn everything and remember how to do it when it comes back around.
What are some things you learned from teaching? Because I had you for freshman year for New Mexico history.
Yes, I taught here at Roswell High for 12 years. This is my 13th year, but my first year as assistant principal. Every student, well, we know that every student is different, but every student in their home life is different. Before I really started teaching, period, I thought everybody had the same type of home life that I did, that you grew up with, mom and dad and in the household. And then my mom became a single mom after my dad passed away. And I thought I was kind of like different from everybody else, but in all reality, I never really realized how a lot of students are really having to step up, some of them on their own, and not all of them, but it's been a great experience getting to know all these students, because you just realize each individual person and how they have to grow.
What are some hobbies you have?
Hobbies. I do photography on my spare time. I am an artist and I like to do arts and crafts. So I haven't had much time for either of those this year, but I do like to do that on my spare time as much as I can.
So can you describe more of what you do painting-wise?
I like to use acrylics and pen and ink. I just kind of go crazy freeform. I don't really paint any certain thing in particular. I just, whatever I feel like that day or feel like making. Arts and crafts, a lot of it, the arts and crafts is DIY. I like to go to thrift stores and find something and turn it into something else. And then with my photography, I don't really take photography as important as I used to before. It's not really number one. I like to take nature photography. I don't take pictures of people. I like to do more landscapes and trees and animals.
Do you remember any of the arts and crafts you made? What's your favorite piece you made?
I like to draw huge and big. I don't really do small paintings. I'll do some 8x10s, but I would rather go into 16x20s or wall size. And my favorite one that I did years ago was of a young girl wearing sunglasses. And I did that all in pastels, actually. And it was a young girl in sunglasses with the sun hitting her. And I used different colors for shading instead of the natural black. I would use purple and blue. But that was one of my favorite paintings I had.
So with your photography, right? What was the thing you mostly took pictures of?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? They were hollering in my ear.
So you said how you do photography, right?
Yeah.
So what's your favorite piece you took from photography?
Oh, I've got a lot of those. Right now, I'm still in the process. It's been a 2-3 year process. I'm doing a door series. I was in Carrizozo one time and I just fell in love with this one door, so I just started taking pictures of a bunch of doors. I'm trying to get a series put together. More Santa Fe, New Mexico type, old, antique-looking doors. And so I've got quite a few for there. And also another section that I did one time was some really beautiful sunflowers with butterflies and bees pictures that I did. Happened to be traveling to Texas, and there was a field, and I stopped for about an hour.
Do you collect anything?
I do. Too much, actually. I'm a weird individual. I like to collect rocks.
Rocks?
Rocks. See, that's the question. That's what people. I not. I don't. My house is not full of rocks, but I will see a certain funny shaped type rock. Sometimes I'll get some just to paint on them, but if they look like a heart or if they look like something else, I have quite a few rocks around, but not as many as everybody's thinking right now, probably. But I collect different things. I get in little mood swings, and like, okay, got these rocks here, or I'm gonna collect these flowers over here that I found, and so I do like to collect little things. I like Dia de los Muertos type stuff, and anything with the Zia symbol on it. So those are my biggest two things that I save: Zia symbols and Dia de los Muertos.
Do you have any favorite songs?
I do, but I listen to all genres of music. So, as to say any certain one song that I can pop into my head right now that's my favorite, I can't really nail it down right now.
You could say it doesn't have to be your top favorite. It could just be any song you enjoy.
I do like Creedence, Long as I Can See the Light. I like the saxophone in that one, and that one reminds me of my brother.
Do you have any pets? I
do not. I would love to have a dog, but in all reality, I don't have time for a dog. It's like having kids. To me, they need a doctor, they need medicine, they need whatever, and to be taken care of just like a child. And I don't have the time to be able to put that into a pet right now, so it's not fair to them.
So would you have a pet rock?
Yes, I'll take a pet rock for sure.
What would you name him? Or would it be a girl?
Probably a boy, and I just probably called him Rafa or something instead of Raka or something. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I really don't know. Not positive.
Do you have any crazy stories?
Yeah, but I can't talk about them here. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I do. I've traveled a lot, so I've had the chance of seeing a lot of different things and been in a few places where I've seen some wild things happen, but anything that'll pop into mind right now, not specifically, but there are a few stories out there.
What's your favorite part of Roswell High School?
The kids. The kids. I definitely, I had came to Roswell High when I applied with the intention of, I'm probably not going to be there very long. And I wasn't here the first month and a half, 2 months, and I could feel it in my heart. This is where I needed to be. I love the kids. I love their sense of humor, their cultures, and everything that ties in is real. Everybody's like a one big family, and you've got some kids that interview. It's just Sandoval's making me laugh. We've got some kids that you can see that are needing some type of culture, and their friends usually pull them in, and they get right pulled into it. So it works out really good that it's one big family, and that's what I really like. They pull each other in when they need help.
That's good. You enjoy that, to love your job,
I do. I love it here. I had thought about a while back going where my daughter was, and it was an emotional roller coaster because I really didn't want to leave here. I love being here. I love being here at Roswell High. It's really I don't know. It's home to me. It's home in my heart. I love it here. I really do.
So we live in Roswell, New Mexico, right? And most people that live here usually forget that we're known for aliens. So do you believe in them?
Honestly, I do. It's too big of a place for there not to be something else out there. Our universe is just too. So I do. I do believe that there's something out there, whether they're good or bad or not. I have no clue, but I do believe in aliens.
What do you imagine they look like?
I don't know. I don't think they're I don't think they're small and green as they portray it on the majority of the stuff that's there with aliens. I honestly do not know. For all we know, they look just like us. That could be it too.
Do you have any conspiracy theories you believe?
Oh gosh, there's a lot out there. The one I've been trying to find information on is the moon landing. That one's had my brain in a twist there for a while. I'm just trying to figure. I mean, I don't know what to think.
So do you think it's real or fake?
I don't know. Forever I thought, yeah, we made it on the moon, but then listening to, and that's the sad thing, when you listen to somebody else, that gets put in your head. So then you kind of start wondering and thinking, and I'm like, geez. So now I have all these questions going through. So I honestly, it's confusing. That's why it's been a rabbit hole for me for a while.
What's an odd fact about yourself?
I've been a widow for 23 years. I've been by myself, and it's just me and my kids. But I don't know if that's really an odd fact. Some people usually think people get married right away, but I have no ganas, I guess, as we say.
Do you have any favorite New Mexico story, like folk story or something?
Being that I taught New Mexico history, there's a bunch of stories out there that I've heard. A lot of the cuentos I used to like to read on and listen to. There's just so many. I think the one I love the most is, I don't know if it's Navajo, but of Spider Woman.
Spider Woman.
Yeah,
What's that
Spider
about?
Woman. Like she created people, I guess. The natives, they would come in. Spider Woman came out through a hole in the ground, and like Mother Earth, and she was like creation. I don't remember all of it completely right now, but that's always been my favorite.
Sounds kind of scary.
Not really. She's not like a ugly arachnid or nothing, but she's just like the creator to help with creation.
What's your biggest fear?
Losing one of my kids. That has always been that one of my kids would go before I do. I don't want to feel that pain. As you can tell, that one gets me.
So,
or my grandkids.
If you could be any object in the world, what object would you be?
Object. Probably a tree.
Tree.
Or a book. A tree in the sense that I've always thought of a tree as family, and the branches like branching out and reaching out to other places, and the roots kind of holding things together and kind of being able to go along, stretch out. Or with a book, mainly because sometimes when you read, you can go to other places and other lands and be something else.
So like escapism in a way.
In a way, yeah.
So since you're a principal now, what is your favorite thing you get to do?
Assistant principal, I get to... I don't even know.
Is there any perks to the job?
Honestly, yeah. I get to do a lot of... I get to work the games, and I get to see a lot of these students that I never saw at a different level when they're doing their sports. I used to go to games before, but when you work the games and you're sitting in a different part of the light, watching these students and watching them grow, and you watch more than one game a season or whatever, it's actually...
So you just like seeing the compassion in students?
Yes, I just love my students, period. They're all great.
So, what are some responsibilities you have as a principal?
What are some of them? Working the games, discipline. Let's see, working the games, discipline, testing, setting up all the testing, getting all students, all the state mandated testing. There's observations, teacher observations, working with the counselors, working with the schedules. There's a long list of things we get to do.
So, you taught a lot about New Mexico, and you always showed us like some cool spots to go to. What's your favorite one?
I'm a diehard Santa Fe person. I love Santa Fe, but the other places that I think I would like that I haven't had a chance to go to yet would probably be Taos and anywhere up north that shows a lot more of our culture and the history. Shiprock is one of my favorite places to go to. You can't really go to Shiprock because it is Shiprock, and it's protected. The land around it is protected by the Navajo Nation. You can't go up to Shiprock, but the enormous stature of it and the story behind it just really kind of, and the photography, I've done some photography of it, and it seems like it's got a lot more to tell than what is just there. But Santa Fe right now is my most favorite place.
So, at Santa Fe, is there anything cool over there?
Oh, absolutely. Santa Fe is full of the Loreto Chapel, which is the Miracle Staircase, is one of the big tourist attractions. It's there. In fact, I've gone since August. I've gone twice already to Loreto Chapel. Yeah, and the other oldest church that we have, San Miguel Chapel, that's right up the street from there, and St. Francis of Assisi. They have the Indian market where they get together in the plaza and a few of the surrounding streets, and they have all kinds of native items for sale. I just love the culture of the way the Spanish and the Native American culture blends.
So, from the Native American culture, what's your favorite thing?
I'm almost 30% Native American myself, and turquoise is one of my most favorite, besides a lot of the I don't know a lot of the cultural and traditions. I wasn't raised in that part of it, but I've found out a lot more since I've been teaching New Mexico history. But turquoise jewelry, if I were to win the lottery, wouldn't tell anybody, but there'd be signs.
So what do you like most about turquoise, the color or just how it looks?
Turquoise and silver has always been my favorite since I was little. I've always just liked that. In fact, I was trying to think. I don't know if I know the total significance of the turquoise stone itself. I read it before, but I don't remember it right now. But turquoise and silver jewelry, I've always been I wear a lot of jewelry all the time. Let's just put it that way.
What's an odd or strange fact you know?
That I know? Odd or strange? Nothing comes to mind right away. I can't think of anything. My mind went blank. I honestly have no idea.
Like the moon landing, I consider that odd or strange.
In what sense do you consider it strange?
Put the script on me, huh?
Yeah.
I think it happened.
That we landed on the moon?
Yeah.
I totally believe it too. But I think someone out there kind of said, okay, if we've done it once before, why haven't we done it again? And that threw me down a rabbit hole, so that's where
You think we'll ever do it again?
I think we're a lot more advanced than we were back when we did the first one. So why they haven't done it, I don't know. Or, you know what I mean? It's like, I think we might possibly do it again. Maybe they might try to prove it this time. Like, hey.
I think they're trying to go to Mars instead.
I did hear that the other day. I don't ever watch TV, and I've got my music that I listen to, so I guess I need to pay attention more. But I did hear something to that effect the other day. They're trying to go to Mars.
So speaking of TV, what's your favorite TV show?
Criminal Minds.
Criminal Minds.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Fuller said that last podcast.
I love Criminal Minds. And if I'd have known anything in high school about what you could be when you grew up, I'd be working for the FBI right now and be a forensic investigator or whatever they are. It's creepy, scary, but yeah, Criminal Minds is my.
Do you like mysteries?
Yeah, I like unsolved mysteries. I like mysteries. I like more if it's truth. I don't like a lot of true stories, a lot of true crime. I can get into that.
What's the weirdest crime you know?
That I know? Oh, there's so many out there. Can't really nail it down. There's just, but that, I don't know, weird, the word weird. I don't like people messing with kids. That you want to see me go to 0 to 100 in 0.2 seconds. Don't hurt any kids.
Dang. So, do you know any weird laws?
I do not. I had read some the other day, not gonna lie, but they didn't stick in my brain. You know, like old laws where you can't smile walking down the sidewalk or something like that. You know, you get arrested. But I don't remember any right off the top of my head.
So here in Roswell, New Mexico, what's your favorite like tourist thing?
I like our UFO McDonald's.
Why?
I like the big alien at Duncan. I know a lot of people think, oh, that's gaudy, that's ugly, that's
I like the alien too.
I do too. I love the fact that McDonald's and Duncan just embraced it. You know, I mean, people come for around the 4th of July for the alien stuff, and I don't know. There's a lot of people where we were thinking one day, we were talking, a friend and I, and we were talking about how we go to Santa Fe for Indian Market and do whatever, and there's people that live there that never go to see any of that stuff that's there. There's people that live in Santa Fe that have never been to Loreto Chapel or, San Miguel Mission, and there's a lot of people here in Roswell that have never gone to any of these shops or anything that has to do, like the festival, the Alien Fest or whatever they call it. And we kind of told ourselves, we're those people, so we're going to try and embrace a little bit more too, and take a weekend and go to the museum and go visit a few places.
Now that I think about it, the biggest probably UFO monument here is at McDonald's.
Yeah, that is one of the. I like the I don't know what you call them, statues, the things they have out in the field when you're coming in on 285 into Roswell. Yeah, the truck, the family. I think that's neat. The Welcome to Roswell UFO things. All that stuff. I don't know. I think stuff like that is kind of what makes it sometimes. So I like it.
My favorite place was probably the Make a Play place in McDonald's.
Yeah.
It was all UFO themed.
I know. That is so cool. I haven't been there for a while, but my grandkids are coming this weekend, so we might make it there.
Is there anything out of state you'd like to do?
Oh, lots. I've been to quite a few states, and there's a few things that I haven't been able to make it to yet that I'd still like to go. There's a lot of places in state that I haven't made it to yet, but I'm kind of vowed to myself this year to start traveling more and start to see more of New Mexico and some surrounding areas where I don't have to be gone too long yet.
So, do you have any questions for me or Jesus?
How are your grades? No, I'm just kidding. Are you behaving? No, I think we're good.
Well, for the final segment of the podcast, we don't tell our guests this until they do it, but we make all our guests howl at the end.
Oh, God. I don't know. Let's see here.
I'm going to count you down.
No, there's. I get a practice run. Okay, I guess. I don't know what I'm doing.
Let the inner coyote.
Oh. I don't know. I even look like it there.
Well, thank you, Miss Munoz, for joining us on the podcast.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, listeners.